Like an old lady straw beach hat. It was pretty great. I was wearing a very large hat, and so I was very visible in the bar. And this one friend of mine, my roommate from freshman year, we'd been friends for a very long time, she bought me a shot called a B-52. Do you know what a B-52 is? It's the name of an old airplane, but what it is a shot where because alcohol catches on fire very easily, they light it on fire, and then you're supposed to drink it.
What's still on fire?
I think you're supposed to blow it out. I blew it out.
Okay, I don't know.
But it was very scary for me because I'm very afraid of fire. And so I started to panic, and like when you start to panic,
and she was also drunk.
And I was very drunk, and so I like blew it out, and I tried to take the shot, but then because I was nervous, and it was another shot of alcohol, and so I was like, oh no. I'm going to be sick. I'm going to throw up. I didn't burn, but
she was gonna be sick afterwards.
And I was stuck. I was stuck next to my friends, like this close, and I was like, oh no, oh no. And my friend was holding a cup right here, and I was like, oh. She was like, oh, what's the matter? And so I took her cup, which she was still holding, and I threw up into it while she was holding it.
Is that enough? Anyway,
so that's what happened to me on my 21st birthday, and I really hope, Martin, that you will learn an important lesson from this and not drink so much.
Drink in moderation.
And don't drink anything that's on fire. Yeah.
Drink in moderation.
Yeah.
That means don't drink too much. Drink it, a little bit.
Yeah.
How about drugs?
Drugs?
Because when I go to
the nightclub.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people.
Oh, Martin.
What kind of drugs were they doing?
I don't know, but after they take a drug, they just
like pills or something like that.
Yeah, but I don't know what.
It goes through their nose.
What were they doing afterwards?
They just eat the lollipop. I don't know. They just. I really just doesn't know, but.
Yeah, we
got it.
What's your question?
What about?
I think in the United States, I think there is a bigger culture for drug use. That means more people, young people, will probably try drugs. Doesn't mean that they will become addicted, but will probably try drugs once or twice in their lives, especially when they get to university, because they're living away from their parents and they're on their own, so they have those chances to do drugs. But also in the United States, there's sort of an education system set up to teach people about drugs and the effects of drugs. So I think most people, if they do try drugs, they do it in moderation, again, in small doses, right? Or they do it once or twice and not that much, because they know that it's very harmful, But, I mean, I think it is true that most people will try drugs once or twice. I mean, they're interested, right? Drugs are very curious to people, right?
But I think the thing to remember, Martin, is that in America, because drug use is more common, people are more familiar with it, and in a way it becomes less dangerous because it's more normal. In Taiwan, drug laws are very strict, and so people who are willing to risk things to do drugs are generally, I mean, this is just my feeling, but it's more dangerous here. It's very illegal, and you can, if the government finds you, you can die. So I mean, people who are willing to risk death just in order to experience, a feeling, I feel like aren't stable people, so don't do drugs if you see it at the nightclubs. Especially Special K. It's a dumb drug.
Stay in school.
Stay in school, yeah.
Drugs are dangerous.
Drugs are dangerous.
But drugs are dangerous. I'm not on this anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway, please.
So what other questions
do you think I have to cut this?
Yeah, but look, you're very young still, right? And so, like, most people think their brains have fully developed, but it's not true. So if you really want to get the most out of university and of your learning, you should really focus on that. And then, after you've sort of educated yourself to a certain level, or after you've sort of developed yourself to a certain level, then if you are still curious about drugs, then okay, maybe you can try it maybe once or something like that. But again, you know, it's better to educate yourself about these things before you do it, which means if you're interested in one certain kind of drug, you should read about it first. What are the effects of it, you know? What will it do to you? Can you die from it, you know?
Right.
What, you know?
And, you know, it's always good to have sort of a buddy. Like, you have to have.
I don't know where your question is going.
Yeah, but I think if you, Martin, if you've already developed these habits, it's probably something that you should try to cut back if you want to be.
You're still very young.
Yeah,
you're saying you're just about to turn 20 years old,
right?
Yeah, I would say.
And I mean, the drinking, everyone sort of has, like, you know, a couple nights of binge drinking where they drink a lot and get sick, you know, like on my 21st birthday, you know, it's like, in America, it's like a ritual, you know, everyone does it, but you don't want to make a habit out of it. Like, if I were doing that every Friday or every Friday and Saturday,
then she would know
then I would have a problem, you know, because it's not normal to want to make your body feel bad. So.
The point is, again, do things in moderation, right? And then if you are going to do things, you have to educate yourself about it. And also, you know, too much of anything is bad for you, right?
Right.
Eating too much G-pie is bad for you, right? You know, drinking too much is also bad for you.
And make sure you keep friends around who you can trust to tell you things that you don't want to hear. You know, like exactly. Martin, you know, you're drinking too much, or Martin, you know, this drug is bad for you. Because a lot of times,
people
I feel like people get in trouble because they don't have friends who'll be honest with them.
Or don't have the, don't have the...
like strength of character.
Yeah, I was going to say the cojones. I don't want to explain that.
Yeah.
They don't have they're not willing to tell you straight out because they're afraid that they'll hurt your feelings.
But you want friends who are willing to hurt your feelings in order to help you.
Because in the long run, they're the people that are looking out for your best intentions, for your best future, right?
But I met a lot of friends in nightclub, and I think when I hang out with them, I just
bad.
Well, no, you feel like you belong. Yeah, you feel like part of a group. And that's one of the great things about having, you know, like friends that you can go out with and friends that you can hang out with and friends that you can have a good time with. But at the same time, you do need to make sure that you have friends who are good for you, and that friends who can do things with you, you know, where you can have a conversation even when you're not drunk.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and it's fine to have those friends where, you know, you all enjoy going out and dancing and like being drunk together, but you want to make sure that there's a deeper connection than just that.
So I'm going to be 20. Do you have any suggestions for celebration?
For celebration. I really like going to KTV.
Yeah, KTV is very fun.
Yeah, KTV is a lot
Usually
of fun.
what I like to do is I like to have all of my friends come together. We go out for a big dinner or something like that, and then go to KTV afterwards, or bowling or something like that.
Yeah.
Or see a baseball game.
Right.
I don't know.
How was the baseball game? Anyway, do you have any other questions? Okay, well, when's your birthday?
May 29th.
Oh, I hope you have a happy birthday.
生日快乐.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
No problem. Are you going to show this to your class?
Yeah.
And you too.
No!
You too.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Yeah, no problem, Martin.
Yeah.